Welcome back to our actual play of Rise of the Runelords. As Matt was alluding to, we sort of getting everybody caught up again. Schedules have been kind of hectic, and we haven't been able to have all the knights here, but the game must go on. So last time, the knights, minus Burl, made their way into the inner fortress of Fort Rannick to confront the chieftain of the Kreegs, Jaagrath Kreeg, whereas Burl, played by Matt Holloway, had left the party to make sure that the distracting attack from the Black Arrow members wouldn't end up in their complete and total death. So Burl went to lend their support and to draw most of the ogres out to the defense of the gate so that the other knights could make their way into the central keep, which they did. More thanks in part to Gwildor's timely suggestion spell, which bound the mind of one of the weak-willed ogres, convincing it that it would be the new chieftain once they destroyed and killed Jaagrath. The battle against Jaagrath was brutal, and Carl the ogre paid the ultimate price.
No, not Carl.
But in the end, Jaagrath Kreeg, the monstrous, hulking, brutish, barbarian warrior chieftain of the Kreeg clan, was killed. I don't remember who landed the death blow.
Tim did.
Oh, Tim did.
Yeah,
okay.
Tim did. Because
Okay. I think he had like 7-point damage.
He had he had 1 HP left. I think it was after the.
He had 7, and he hit him
Was
with
it
exactly
7?
7.
Yeah, Bob was tracking the hit points. Another Derek.
Okay, it was right. I was just doing it from memory.
Oh, you have the hit points still?
Yeah, I do.
But Tim Gwildor is not with us this week. So at the culmination of your battle against Jaagrath, there is a commotion outside of the cathedral where you have just defeated the powerful ogre lord. All right. Suddenly there is a hustle and a bustle, and the doors to the cathedral break in.
Oh, shoot.
And there stand 2 members of the Black Arrows.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The second in command, Jaagrath, as well as the young man, Caven Windstrike.
Oh, these are the guys from where Burl was at.
But no Vale Temros.
Uh-oh.
And no Burl?
And Burl is with them as
Okay.
well. Of course, with Lucky, the large dire badger.
Mature large.
So mature.
So the doors kick open and they come in like with their weapons drawn, ready to fight with Burl there. So this is your guys.
I'm just sitting there smoking a cig. No.
Have at you, ogres.
And fireball. Oh,
Hold.
all right.
All the business here is taken care of.
Oh, you didn't save any for me?
No.
Sounds like you guys are having plenty of fun outside on your own.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you.
Well, I mean,
Well-
we're 75% good.
Yeah, what happened to Vale?
Well,
Vale joined his brothers and sisters in the defense and the sacrifice for Fort Rannick.
Pouring out for your homies.
Yes, he paid the ultimate price. Now, he went down like he wanted to in this horrible, godforsaken fortress.
Better have taken some ogres with him.
He took plenty.
Good.
witness.
Jaagrath looks at him and goes, Jaagrath Kreeg, dead. For many, many years, I've dreamed that I would be the one to stand over his broken body.
You can?
Yeah. No, it's right over there.
And then have it be me that
Wait.
Well,
We can make it half come true.
knows.
Gwildor emerges from the back of the room. There's no time for this. There might be more ogres about this fortress, and we need to secure and control this area.
All right, I'm going to chop this guy's head off. Jaagrath, if everyone's okay with that.
I'm certainly okay with that.
Why are you chopping off?
I don't
his
need an
head?
explanation.
We're going to use it as a sign of their fallen chief to let every other ogre know.
Well, remember, this guy's head is probably like the size of your torso.
Perfect. That's the size of my maul's huge.
Well, then you can't wield your maul.
I can hold it with one hand. I can strap it back.
We can tie it to Lucky.
We can tie it to Lucky.
Can we?
All right, you can tie it to Lucky.
Okay. I'm going to cut him off with
parade it
my
around with
family
Lucky.
clan dagger.
All right, well, it's brutal because this is a dude,
Yeah.
not like an animal.
Yeah.
You're just chopping off the giant's head.
I mean,
Yeah.
hit it with the axe.
with a knife.
I don't have an axe.
He's a maul.
I don't
He's got a maul.
I got.
that's,
He's just
the,
gonna
that's the worst cutting instrument.
No, I have a dagger. I have a family clan dagger.
We're going to be here for
Gwildor
days.
again stops. He goes, what are we doing? There could be more ogres
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Go take a look.
Azius, explain yourself. What's the point here?
Fine.
You'll see.
All right, fine. Jaagrath, Caven, you and I will sweep the bottom level of the fortress.
There was a room across the hall, wasn't there?
Yes, Asius, Escanor, Burl, you guys sweep the upper levels.
Sounds good.
We'll re-meet here in a few moments. Hopefully we won't run into any more trouble. I feel like, from the looks of it, Burl, looks like you got most of them at the main gate.
I did. A lot of fireballs that didn't count towards my 3rd level spells.
That is correct.
Free fireballs.
Just free fireballs.
Yeah. Checks out.
All right, so we should synchronize our watches.
Right. There's a spell. There's a spell now in Pathfinder. It's called Synchronized Watches.
Oh my gosh.
But Tim doesn't need that, does
Is
he?
it in Guns and Gears?
I think it's in Secrets of Magic.
Secrets of Magic? I haven't got through that
all right,
yet.
so like you take all the people who are within range and it creates like a little symbol on their like wrist and it like pulses, but they're all synced. And it like basically is like an indication of how much time is left. So that way you
wow,
can
that's
hopefully
super
sync.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's like a 1st level spell. I think it's called Synchronize.
I hope Tim takes it in a later character.
That would
But
be
Tim
pretty
doesn't need to.
fun. Yep.
He's always
Shadowfang doesn't.
Yes.
Oh, Shadowfang. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Gwildor joins up with Caven and with Jaagrath, and they move out, sweeping into the lower levels of the fortress.
Okay.
Leaving you all to secure the upper levels of the fortress.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Asius, you are correct. When you came up this level, Carl mentioned that there was Jaagrath, but he also mentioned something about Jaagrath's sister wife.
Yeah. I don't know if these are female ogres or something else.
But it was in a separate room.
It was like across the hall.
Right,
We just
so-
turned right. We could have gone left
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
So
like
let's-
further down the hall on the other side of this 2nd level of the fortress.
Yeah.
So let's
I think we
let's
got to go
proceed
over
down
there.
there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a harem of giant ogre women.
Maybe.
We don't know.
We don't know how many are in there or nothing.
I'm scared.
Carl kind of died before all this happened.
Carl did die. He paid the ultimate price. All right.
But I'm
All
going
right,
to
so
carry this head.
It's you know what's gonna happen? All the man ogres are dead. This is gonna be like Snoo Snoo in Futurama. We're gonna be held captive. These giant ladies.
to produce offspring.
Yeah, poor Burl. He's so
am I
small.
the only one that got that reference?
I mean, I saw Futurama, but I don't remember this part at all.
Oh, yeah.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
No, I don't remember that. Sorry.
He says, Fry says, I'm scaroused.
I did not remember that. That's like, what is it called? A fear boner from The League. You ever seen that?
No.
The League, it's like a fantasy football show. Calls it a fear boner.
This is what I have to do.
The League is a great show.
So we're going down the hallway, then we're going to that other room.
Thanks,
Yes.
Escanor.
All right. I will
Lucky's
lead.
got my mall.
I'll say I will lead.
Somebody, when they were cleaning up the table, moved all my dungeon furniture to the other corner of the room.
Well, it wasn't
It's
me.
right there.
Because I didn't clean anything.
If it's those boxes, that's right there.
Do we want to recap any of our ninth level choices?
Well, probably on camera or on mic. Yes. All right. Wait for Matt to get back here. Did we have a beer of the week?
I don't know. I think I even brought it this week.
I could have brought the Hershey Porter,
It
but
looked-
I didn't
it looked
think you wanted to.
disgusting.
I haven't had one yet.
So, as the group prepares to remove, or
Take two.
it's the AP.
Just continue with take one.
All 150 of you. that
They'll
are
like the
watching.
meta joke. They'll like the hearing about it, in the comments. They'll
As
like.
the group prepares to venture deeper into the upper levels of, I guess you can't go deeper into the upper levels,
Further.
further into the upper levels to end the Kreeg clan menace once and for all. Let's take a brief moment here to discuss the group who recently leveled to 9. So now the group is 9th level. So everyone gained a few new abilities from their character class. And why don't we just go around the horn and we'll start with Asius. Asius, what did you pick up?
Well, this ginger bloke picked up lightning reflexes just as part of my class, which
Stop. What does that do?
yes. So it makes me a expert in my reflex save.
Great.
But I had already taken Canny Acumen for my reflex save, so it's going to be something later on while I retrain Canny Acumen. But for now, I have lightning reflexes, so it kind of does nothing at this point.
Correct.
I also got raging resistance, so when I'm raging, I have resistance to bludgeoning, and I took fire, and that's at 3 plus my con modifier, so it's at 7 right now.
So when you get hit with bludgeoning damage,
Or fire,
you take 7 less.
7 less.
That's perfect for when I hit you with a fireball.
Boom,
Fair
baby.
enough.
It was that was discussed as the reason for why taking
Brilliant.
fire.
And then I get a feat with my ancestry feat, and I took from the Nethys of Archives, which I was able to find. It was from one of these character books.
So what?
Archives of Nethys. What
There you
did I
go.
say?
Nethys of Archives. Potion
Man.
of Elixir.
Potion of Elixir. I took Hero's Call, which is an ability that I can use, and it lets me.
Normally.
Sorry, it lets me grant the heroism spell
Yeah, once per day.
once per day.
And normally,
Yep.
if you're below half hit points, it gives you some temp.
Yes.
But we changed that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
to
get
fit with our house rule of stamina and resolve.
Yep. So I can if I'm at below half stamina.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. If I'm
You can just use it as a resolve point.
I can use that as a resolve point, so I'll be able to gain back all my stamina outside of battle or half my stamina inside battle. But also gives me the heroism spell, which gives me a +1 status bonus that I can cast.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
All right, Nick. What about Escanor?
All right. So a couple things happened because of my class feats. I got champion expertise, which leveled up my spell attack roll to expert, my spell DC to expert, as well as my class DC.
Yep.
I got divine smite, which is a nice addition to my retributive strike.
Oh, yeah.
That does continuous good damage as well.
Yep.
I am now the Juggernaut bitch. So it made my fortitude saves a master.
Right.
I also had lightning reflexes as well.
Nice.
Right. Now, Juggernaut does something else. Did you make a note of that?
It makes you unstoppable.
Besides just giving you master.
I did not note that then.
Does it give a temp?
No.
Oh,
It's-
that's what the mutagen does.
So Juggernaut and abilities like it are where I got my hero point idea from for the way that I use hero points, which is if you spend a hero point, critical failure becomes a failure, or a failure becomes a success, or a success becomes a critical failure. Juggernaut is your body is accustomed to physical hardship and resistance to ailments. Your proficiency rank for fortitude saves increases to master.
Correct.
When you roll a success on a fortitude save, you get a critical success instead.
Right.
So if Nick makes a fort save and gets a success,
It's a crit success. Right.
Yeah.
And all that's negated, though, if we knock his helmet off of his head.
That's correct.
Right?
Right. Then he has no powers.
Right.
All right. And then what'd you take for your ancestry feat?
My ancestry feat, because I am human, I took the multi-talented feat.
Great.
And with that, I took the cleric dedication, which allowed me to have 2 cantrips. So I took some good ones, daze, as well as divine lance to give me a little bit more of a range to do some damage, and also to have, at least with daze, to potentially stun an enemy as well.
Very cool. All right. And then Burl.
So I also got the lightning reflexes.
Yep.
It's going around.
We picked it up in the dungeon.
It's contagious. So then I got, for my spells, elemental form. That's my bloodline.
Yeah. So you got 5th level magics now.
Yeah. So elemental form,
yeah.
I can turn into, earth, wind, fire.
The band.
Will you remember the 20th Burl of September?
It was just the other day.
I know.
I also took pass wall, which aptly named.
Lets you
It
pass.
lets you pass through a wall. And then I took a cone of cold. And my ancestry feat, I took
For the gnome.
first world adept, which gives me 1 use per day of 2 second level spells. One being fairy fire and the other's invisibility.
Cool.
So I can
Nice.
cast those each once per day.
And remember, gnomes in Golarion, which is the world of Pathfinder, come from a land that they call the First World, which is sort of like the land of Fae.
Yeah, I was
And-
reading that, and I don't know enough about the lore of that part.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
a magic creature, man.
And so, kind of part and parcel to being this sort of mischievous denizens of almost of another realm, the magic of the gnomes sort of allows them to, use fairy fire and this sort of magical illumination and invisibility, this sort of
Trickery.
Fae kind of stuff, right? Like a fairy. Very cool. All right. Awesome. Well, do you guys, with your newly acquired powers, proceed deeper in? Now, before Carl died, he did make a mention, like he said, that there was something about the sister wives down further the hall. And that is where you make your way.
Slowly.
To the sister wives' tales.
Exactly. All right. Well, at the far end of the corridor, on the other side of the level, you can see that there is a variety of doors which have been sundered and otherwise left open that appear to be simple barracks and other rooms. But there is a large door at the far end of the hallway. You can see that it is somewhat cracked open, and inside it looks like the The walls of this room are decorated with finely crafted longswords, stuffed animal heads, and a large wall-mounted map of the entire Hook Mountain region. This is some sort of planning or strategizing room, a sort of central command or war room.
If only we would have had one.
I will be leading by the way.
Yeah, Escanor.
And I'll have my my shield raised.
I will stand close to Lucky.
All right, get yourselves in there, man. All right. 2 large oak tables surrounded by several chairs have been smashed and broken apart to splinters. An immense bed has similarly been ruined, and an open cabinet has been looted upon with several bottles of wine crushed. It looks like this room has been thoroughly ransacked.
What a waste.
However, as you come into the chamber, you see a somewhat horrific sight.
Uh-oh.
As you've come known to see it. I only have this bad black and white image. But there is a... I'll pass that around there, Bob. I'll show everybody at home. You see a ogress, a sort of slightly thinner, slightly shorter, but still demented and twisted female ogre form.
Ooh.
However, she is attended. There we go. She is attended by another ogre, almost not quite as large as Jaagrath.
Oh boy.
This ogre does bear a family resemblance, and indeed is Jaagrath's son and half-brother. But when you look upon this ogre, you realize that he's actually pretty normal looking. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's still an ogre, but like he doesn't have all the strange mutations and tumors. And in fact, he probably would look relatively handsome, which is why Jaagrath ripped his jaws off.
Jeez.
And replaced them basically with a bear trap.
That's kind of badass. I mean, that's awesome. Do we know his name?
Yeah, well, his real name is Harlock, but they call him Hookmaw.
Of course they do.
Yes. Yes. Tortured him night and day, and when he came of age as a special rite of passage, Papa pulled all of his teeth and jawbones out and replaced them with a specially forged set of metal teeth.
Jeez.
Strapped to his face with a leather harness.
It's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. The woman sort of raises her hands up as you enter in. I was you. I heard the spirits calling. They said that, you done killed the chief.
Look,
That's
there's
what we
no
did.
more need for death here.
It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what any of you say. We must obey the mistress of the seven. She commands us now. The great eye of avarice commands us now. How Hookmaw's right, and we'll kill you and bring you to the mistress. She'll reward us far greater. Besides, I've always wanted to take you as my mate, boy. Oh, thanks, Mom.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Hookjaw, your girlfriend. Woof.
All right, everybody roll initiative, and remember, you're going to roll it. You can say it if you want to for the people at home, but you're going to write it down on your card, and then you're going to pass it to Bob.
Okay, 29 for Asius.
Exciting initiative, just like I talked about in that one video.
Yeah.
All right.
Where the hell?
Over on the right-hand side. Halfway up the page. Above your...
I had to, I lost all my original copies, so I had to just write over things. Why am I not
Your
saying?
Should be right here.
Perception?
Oh, yeah, all right. I don't know what I was looking for.
Because you suddenly went back in time
I did.
20
To
years.
D&D.
I skipped a beat. Oh, I have to write it down?
Yep, on the back of the use the smaller text one for the back. The bigger text one will go in front.
All right, what do we got?
We got 29, 21,
23.
23.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, you could have handed it to me at that
Oh,
point.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to do that, Bob. You can just literally just hand it to me. Like, okay, well, Dorella's going to go first. That's pretty sweet.
Dorella.
Yeah, Dorella.
Dorella.
Dorella Kreeg.
Dorella Deville.
Relative.
All right. Now, luckily, we're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which means that she's a spellcaster, which means that her thing is about as complicated as it possibly gets. But this will work. All right. She cackles madly and launches a huge bolt of lightning, which cracks right through everybody and will hit everybody in the party.
Awesome.
As a massive level 5 lightning bolt, kadoosh, crackles through the party. Hey, Matt, you want to help me? Oh, no, you don't have lightning bolt. Gwildor has lightning
No.
Gwildor.
Gwildor has lightning bolt.
Gwildor.
Yes. Luckily for me, things are in alphabetical order. All right.
Man, Burl, I hope that you're at full health.
Oh, yeah.
From your battle on the front gate.
Oh, of course he is.
Didn't take a hit.
All right, so
take
normally a lightning bolt does 4d12 damage, but because this is a level 5 lightning bolt, it is going to do 6d12 damage.
Jeez.
And because she, like Burl, is possessed of dangerous sorcery, it is going to do an extra 5 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a reflex save, isn't it?
Do I have enough?
I think so.
Well, don't make any reflexes saves yet.
Yeah.
I got to roll some dice. All right, here we go. 6d12 plus 6.
All nat ones.
I'd be okay with that.
All right, well, I was reading d20s. That's not good. 16, 26, 36, 41, 50, 56 damage.
Okay.
All my stamina plus 2.
All right, well, but the good news is you have to make a reflex save as this bolt of lightning crackles through you.
Ironic. Good thing we all just got our lightning reflex.
That is, it seems very appropriate. The DC is 29. Azius, why don't you, or Escanor, you're in the lead. You go first. 29 DC.
I'm at 33.
All right, so you pass. So you take.
But your reflex save?
Yeah, my reflex is 13. Plus I get an additional 3.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know that.
I can't do math. 28. You take 28 damage, which is half.
Okay.
I had to do the math there. All right, next is Azius.
All right.
Reflex save.
We're looking for, you said it was 29 is the?
29 DC.
Looking for a 15 or higher here. Oh, yeah, 15. I got a 29.
All right, well, you take 28 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Lucky.
Lucky gets a 25.
Ooh, Lucky takes 56 damage from the lightning bolt. All electricity, by the way.
Yikes.
And then Burl.
Plus 15. Ooh, 22.
All right, you also fail, so you also take 56 damage.
Jeez.
So
So
no
would
one,
you say all your stamina plus 2?
Yeah,
so no one got crit for 112, so that's good.
That's awesome.
Right. That's
Wait, you're at 2 HP?
No, I've taken 2 HP damage.
he's go through all his stamina and then he took 2 hit
okay.
points of damage. That's what he's
How much HP you got?
47 now.
Okay. Okay.
And then she's going to use one action to cast a shield cantrip. Boom. All right.
Spellcasters.
All right, Azius, you're next.
All right. Drop the head on the floor.
All right.
Grab my maul, my second action.
Yes.
Well, does dropping count as an action?
Oh, dropping does not count as an action.
But grabbing your maul does.
Grabbing
Yes.
my maul.
So
does.
that's your first action is grabbing
Yeah.
your maul.
That is true. And then I will rage.
Okay, you have one action left.
Yeah, I am going to I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Gonna stride.
Yep. What's your speed while raging?
30.
I did not know that.
I can remember it was 35.
Okay.
But I got rid of that feat.
Oh,
fleet feet.
Yep. Yep. Remember, second diagonals count as 5. And then 10.
Sorry. Sad.
All right, Azius moves over to there.
Where are you going? You're going over there?
Just getting away from you guys. We're splitting the party up.
All right, well, Hookmaw is going to go next. He is going to turn towards Azius.
Come get me.
And his speed is 25 feet. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15. Actually, from right there, 15. And with reach,
Of course he has reach.
he is going to try to trip you.
Oh gosh, here we go.
He has an ogre hook, which has the trip trip trait. So this is an athletics check versus your reflex DC.
Oh, it's my reflex DC.
Well, whose reflex DC would it be?
24.
Would it be his reflex DC?
Just double checking.
Okay.
I make the reflex.
All right, well, he's a plus 18 athletics. So I got a 29.
That is a trip.
All right, so you trip.
Wow.
Then he's going to use sweeping hook reaction. The ogre boss. No, he's not. He's just going to do it. He's just going to leave it. All right, boom. Second attack, but with a multiple attack penalty.
That's right.
Plus 21, minus 5, plus 16. But you are flat-footed because you are prone. 31.
31 damage.
No, 31,
No, 31
to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. I just need to check if it's not a critical. That's all.
Yep.
All right. So you're hit with the ogre hook, and you take 21 damage.
Ooh.
Piercing. All right. Those were his 3 actions. Burl.
All right. I'm going to throw a 4th level fireball back in the corner so we can just hit just both of these guys.
All right.
So it's going to be heightened to a 4th level spell as a 4th level spell that I took. And it is a blood magic, which means 1 damage per spell level in this
And
case.
you have your dangerous sorcerer.
So
Just 1
2 damage for each, so an extra 8 damage.
Yeah. So 8d6.
How much
plus
was that
8.
damage again that I took?
I think I said 21.
That's what I thought. Okay, just double checking.
8d6 plus 8.
8d6 plus 8. Let's go. Ooh, good roll.
All right. We've got 5, 10, 17, plus another 8 is 25, plus 8 is
33. All right, 33. And what is the reflex save that they need to make?
26, 27.
27. All right, well,
27.
Hook Maw has a reflex of plus 14. He got an 18. Your DC is what, 27?
27.
So it's just a failure. It's not a critical failure.
So close.
Very close. But he takes the full 33 points of damage. And then Dorella, the mystic sorceress of the Kreeg clan, her reflex is plus 17. And she got, nope, she failed as well. So she's going to take the full amount of damage as well. So she takes the full 33 points of damage as well. So they all both get toasted. So 66 damage done total.
And then I'm going to command. Well, I don't know if I want Lucky running out there. I think I'm going to try to intimidate the
Hook Maw?
closer. Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
The will DC is 26.
So plus 16, 22.
Fail.
Oh.
And you cannot try again on him. All right. Escanor.
Nobody can try again on him, right?
Anybody.
Or is it just
Burl
okay?
for 10 or 15 minutes or something like that.
He didn't think my Home Alone burn was good.
Okay, because what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to also try to intimidate him as well.
All right.
Just don't use 90s movie references.
So 10 against my... Where did it
Yeah, they are immune. Regardless of the results, the target is temporarily immune to your attempts to demoralize it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
So I had 28.
Well, that is a success.
All right.
All right. So Hook Maw becomes frightened one.
What do you yell at him?
Yeah. How did you intimidate him?
Look what we did to your leader. We will do the same to you.
That'll work on me.
Nice jaw, idiot.
All right, Escanor, you got 2 actions left.
That sounds like a Beaumont.
Yeah, that's more of a Beaumont.
It's,
Yes.
right.
Beaumont.
It's bon mot. It's,
French.
The people have
Oh, the
spoken.
T. The T is silent, right?
It's the T is silent. It's bon mot.
Bonjour.
Sorry. Not good at pronunciations, that's
All right.
for sure.
All right, Escanor.
All right. I'm going to then cast my cantrip of days on the ogre woman.
All right.
Dorella.
Dorella.
So it is 2d6 plus 3 damage. So
It just hits?
no, they have
make
to
a
do
will
a
save.
they have to do
They
a
make
will
a will
save.
save.
Okay.
Yes. So
What's your DC?
My spell DC 26.
She has a plus 23 will save.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I rolled a 45 or something crazy like that.
Critical
So she takes
success.
no damage
Yeah.
and is not stunned.
All right. Well, that was an
And in
absolute
fact,
waste.
you are stunned now.
Yeah, in fact, you are stunned.
You were stunned at the
I am
fact that
stunned.
it did not
All
work.
right, well, she's going to go again, and she's going to drop another lightning bolt through the 3 of you.
Good thing I moved over there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna move. I didn't think about that.
All right. So same thing before. She's going to roll a bunch of d12s, and we're going to do a bunch of damage.
Oops.
11, 33, 40. Okay, so this time it is only 46 damage.
Only.
Only. All right, so Escanor, you're the first in line. Make the save. It's DC 29.
Fail.
All right.
22.
You take 46 electricity damage.
Damn it.
All right.
I'm immune to electricity
It turns out.
naturally.
Lucky.
All right, plus 15.
Ooh.
24.
Lucky takes 46 electricity damage.
He's at 2.
Okay. Burl.
Is it 2 HP?
19.
Burl takes...
Oh, God.
Is that critical? That's 90.
Burl takes 92 damage.
Okay, hold on. I'm at 47, so.
All right, well, the good news is in this
Don't you
game...
have hero points?
Yeah. So I'm going to use
I think you might want to.
to turn that to just a regular.
Well, but then you just take 46. Are you still just unconscious then?
No, I'm at 1. Big difference.
That's a
Big
huge
I mean, there's a
difference.
huge difference. Okay. All right, so
Don't you remember the best status is dead? He's not dead.
that wouldn't... Nothing would kill you. You
Yeah,
could take...
unconscious.
I'm
you
at
could-
1 hit
You
point.
could take
I'm as
10,500 damage.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Actually, if you take more damage than your total hit points, and that would kill you
Oh, okay.
instantaneously. But if he did go to hit by that, he'd be unconscious and dying too.
Yep.
Because
But rather, I
critical.
have no stamina and I have 1 hit point and I'm as strong as I can be.
Yeah.
Right, and you have no effects, no penalties whatsoever. All right, so
Shake it off.
that was Dorella's action, and then she is going to
I'm going to cast Pass Wall and leave.
she is going to use one action to intimidate Azius on the ground.
I'm already intimidated. I'll just.
Azius,
Give me the-
She goes, ha, 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 leaving your party to die. It's a shame. I like fried dwarf.
It is tasty.
How do you know?
I dabble.
All right, plus 18 versus your will DC. So I got a 36.
Not a crit. I have
All
a
right, so-
24. What? 24. Oh, it is. No, it's 24. Yeah, it is a crit.
So you're frightened too.
Oh my gosh.
You feel fear in your heart. Man, these ogres are messing you up.
They are
That's
effing us up.
All right, well, Azius, it's your turn. And remember, the guy still threatens you. So if you stand up, he gets an attack of opportunity.
If he has one,
If he has one.
I'm standing up.
All right, he has an attack of
Oh
opportunity.
my gosh.
All right, plus 21. 30.
That's a hit.
All right.
Just a regular hit.
Even with your AC penalty, clumsy, raging, and frightened?
30, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 22, 23.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I'm still good. I'm
right,
at
so-
25.
So just a regular hit then.
I'm at 23 right now because I'm frightened too.
Gotcha. All right, take
Wait,
22.
I'm frightened and flat-footed.
Okay, you're flat-footed.
Yeah.
That's a -2.
Yep.
And you're
So
frightened too.
21
What kind of penalty is clumsy?
is a circumstance or a condition, status penalty, and then a
So
circumstance
clumsy doesn't
penalty.
stack with frightened. They're both stacked.
No, sorry. I'm frightened and prone are the two I'm thinking of.
What is clumsy?
Clumsy is a status penalty.
All right, so frightened overrides clumsy.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's -4 total.
you've just -4, and you're raging.
Yeah, I got that. So I'm at 21. So it's not a crit.
just not a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 22 damage.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot about I was prone. I had the frightened in there.
Gotcha. Okay. so
22 damage?
yes, and now you are standing up. By the way, guys,
All right.
she has lightning bolt. I'm just letting you know, since she's cast it twice.
Yeah, but how many does she have?
Well, what are the odds that she has 3?
Well, I mean, if she's a sorcerer, Matt, what are the odds that she has 3?
0%. We're fine. Standing alive.
Matt, how many fifth level spells do you have?
3.
Yeah, so
We got to move.
Yeah.
that's the first thing I thought about doing was getting away from you guys, but apparently you guys.
No, that was a good idea, and then I forgot about
I got
that
tripped
idea.
and then it's game over. So I'm going to step and hit this guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna step forward.
Yep. Bloop. All right. Fear grips your heart, though, and takes the edge from your blade.
That's right.
All right. Bring it.
All right.
AC 27.
Miss.
All right. All right. Your turn is over, and your frightened condition fades slightly.
Just a little bit.
All right. Hook Maw. Well, that'll work. He is going to try to put you on your ass.
You gonna trip me again?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, did not succeed that time. 22.
Nope. I have 24.
Frightened. You're frightened.
I have
Frightened one.
23.
Okay.
Nope. I have.
All right. Okay. You have clumsy.
Yes.
Do you know what clumsy? Read to me what clumsy says. It probably says it in the big gray black box at the
no,
bottom.
it does it against reflex saves.
Okay.
So I am
What is your reflex save on your sheet?
14,
So subtract 2 from that.
12,
So
22.
So 22.
Yeah, so you did do
So
it.
did I succeed?
Yes.
Yes. So you are.
Yeah.
tripped.
At first I thought it was 23.
Okay, so you are
22.
tripped.
I am tripped again.
Okay.
This
Then
is what being clumsy does to me.
then he's going to step, and then he's going to attack you.
I need to be unleashed.
So you are now -2 circumstance penalty to your armor class.
Yep.
Okay. And you
Frighten 1.
Frighten 1. So you're -3.
Yep.
Plus your rage.
Yep.
Okay. Koosh! Now he does have -5 to this.
Okay.
So only got a 23.
That hits.
Okay.
I'm at 22.
Piercing. You take 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay.
All right. That was his turn. Burl.
He was frightened. He was frightened 1.
He was frightened 1. I did not remember any of that.
I'm sorry.
where's your card?
Do everything.
I'm sorry. It just occurred to me because I was thinking about it. I was like, all right, I got to do this.
So everything.
I'm sorry. So I did not get tripped.
You did not get tripped.
So do you want to attack, I guess?
Yeah, and he'll just have attacked you normally.
Okay.
So he'll miss the trip. He'll step
Yep. And then attack.
and then attack, and then you still take the damage, but
Yep.
you're not tripped.
Yep.
Okay, done.
I just
What do I
you-
take the? Oh no, you rolled high enough.
I rolled high enough to hit you. So and now his frightened condition goes away.
Yes.
This is why we got to use our magnets.
I'm sorry. It just occurred to me. I
Oh,
apologize.
that's good. You saved Azius a lot of heartache. All right, Burl.
All right.
I'm still standing.
Lucky's giving you a very quizzical look, like, what the fuck are we doing here, bro?
and I do
dying.
get 1 free movement with him.
Yes,
And
if,
I could.
if
yeah.
you do not command him, he still gets to move
All right. Well,
or attack. Actually,
I'm gonna not move and hope that you move a little bit.
I'm moving.
Okay, so
I
here's-
am
so-
for sure going to be moving here.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge Person on Odysseus.
What's the range?
Ooh, 30 feet.
You are outside of 30 feet.
Yeah, he's just a little bit
Actually,
out.
he's just outside of 30
Yeah, he's like 35
He's like
-ish.
35, 40 feet.
Ah.
You can step and do that. Or stride and do that.
Actually, I don't think he could do that either. Remember, diagonals, 2
Oh,
diagonals
yeah,
is
yeah,
15
yeah.
feet.
Okay.
2 diagonals is 15.
I'd have to move.
Yeah, you'd have
Yeah,
to
I'm
move.
35, 30.
I mean, you could move over by one of the tables up, and then you'd be within range of him, I think. Well, no, actually, the central square is 30 feet across. So you'd have to be closer than that.
So I can go I can go right over.
Yep, you could go to there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'll go there.
All right, so you move forward to
One
get within
move.
range. You're right there by the table. You have cover, which is a thing.
And
then
enlarge.
enlarge.
And then
Alrighty.
I'm going to command. Oh wait, my normal. Lucky's normal movement. He's going to move 25 feet
Okay.
that way.
Yeah, move him however you want.
Nice.
All right.
I'd
Lucky.
like for him to flank, but
Yeah.
close as he
You
can.
can't get there quite get there. Escanor.
All right. I'm going to move.
Yep. Now, keep in mind, you're all still lined up for a lightning bolt. I don't know.
I'm behind a table.
They are. I'm not.
I don't think you understand how this
Because
works.
I know, but I was trying to flank him.
But it's on one.
I mean, you can, but you know.
one thick line. One.
It basically
It's a straight
She
line.
draws a straight line. Any squares it touches, she would hit. So if she can draw a line between Escanor and Burl,
Oh, but she's gonna blast homeboy.
she would blast homeboy
Oh, blast him.
unless she moves.
Nah.
Which she
Like,
could just
she
move
just
a
She does have a
square
turn.
over.
Nah, she's not gonna think about that. She's a dumb ogre.
She's reasonably smart for an ogre, ogress,
Then I'd have to move twice then to get out of
right?
there.
Or you take 100 damage again. It's fine.
I know. That's why I'm trying to think because I
Can
was
you
trying to do that.
double move and then grapple her?
I cannot grapple her unless I drop my shield, which I could do that.
You
so-
cannot drop your shield
It's
an
a buckler.
It is glued to your arm.
because it is strapped to your arm. He
With
does not
Velcro.
have a.
Oh, it's just
But
the ways.
but it is not strapped to my arm. It is magically held there.
It is not magically held there. How in the hell would it be?
That was part of the feat,
No, the feat lets you have your hand to hold a torch.
right? But it says that it's like magically.
There's no way that
All right.
that feat says that.
Okay.
What does it say?
Check the rules.
What feat is this?
It floats. It's like the scimitar that can fight for you.
Do you know the name of the feat?
I do not know it off the top of my hand. It's
called Magical Float Shield.
Nimble Shield Hand.
It's on page 385.
Stop making up numbers. You're confusing everyone at home.
And if it's missing, it's just a print error.
The hand you use to wield a shield counts as a free hand for the purposes of the interact action.
And your shield magically floats in front of you. That's what's in front of
That's all it says.
Okay, never mind then. All right. I just, for some reason, all right.
So,
I'm
but
envisioning of other crap, apparently. Okay.
yeah. So the point is in order to get that hand free, for
I would have to
attack
take an
purposes,
action to drop the shield.
You'd have to take an action to remove the shield. It would be a free action to drop your sword.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Little known fact, your shield is called Sword. That's the name you gave to it.
Ooh. All right. So, anyways, well, you moved once. Is that right, Eskimo?
Yes, I moved once.
Okay.
So I'm going to then I will move again.
Okay.
And that should hopefully do the attack of opportunity.
He reserves it.
Whoa.
Damn it. I was hoping to. Okay. And then my third action, I am going to take a strike at the ogre woman.
All right. The ogress.
Dorella.
Dorella.
And she is frightened or no?
No.
No.
No one's frightened anymore except for Bob.
Yeah, Bob's still pretty afraid.
30.
Oh, yeah. That's a hit.
Eh. So she does bleed.
Yeah, she does.
Ah.
All right.
Just like the rest of them.
How much damage we getting here? Escanor?
That's 2d8 plus 1d6 plus 6.
Yep. Sounds good.
200 points of damage.
8 plus 6, 14 damage.
All right. Well, she is struck and looks a little worse for the wear. She did take a fireball to the face and has now been slashed across her chest, blood flowing freely while she has good amount of burns across the upper part of her body as well. She glares down at you as she prepares to cast a spell to destroy you.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's her turn.
But I'm hiding behind a table. So she can't see me.
That is,
He is
I feel like
rather
she
small.
Definitely saw you do that.
that is definitely
But
not.
I did it and then ducked under the table.
I never heard that action.
But I'm so short. It's just a matter of geometry.
I don't know many tables that are. I don't know, how tall are you?
3'3".
There's no table that's 3'3" tall, and this is a bar top.
They might be ogre tables.
It could be.
Yeah,
ogre
I mean,
tables.
no,
human tables?
they're human table.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
they
that's
are
right.
human
That's
tables.
right.
Well, no,
Black arrow
he
table.
probably has really good cover then, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they brought in their own tables.
Right.
It's true.
That's true.
Where they're going to sit around and look like they're at their kindergarten table. Trying to eat their food looking like a bunch of idiots.
All right. Well, she ponders her choices for a moment.
Interesting.
Because, this is Pathfinder 2, so they have ungodly amounts
She's
of
she's probably wondering where that gnome went.
30 feet, huh? 5, 10, 15, 20. Perfect. All right, she targets all four of you with a fear spell, heightened to level 4, as fear ripples out across all of you, striking into your heart and robbing you of your courage.
I'm at 1 hit point. There's no way I'm afraid.
All right, this is a magical fear.
Oh,
right.
I'm afraid.
It's a fear spell. All right, so she takes 2 actions to do this, planting fear into your hearts. Let's start with Escanor. Escanor, make a will save, DC 29.
Nope, 24.
All right, you are frightened too. All right, Azius.
29.
Yeah.
I got 15 or higher here.
Don't forget your frightened counts.
That's a fail, and I got 18.
All right, so that's a critical fail.
Ouch.
You are frightened 3 and fleeing.
Oh shoot.
All right, flee.
gone.
On your turn, you must spend each action trying to escape the source of your condition as expediently as possible. You cannot delay or ready.
I was joking before, but maybe I will cast that pass wall and let's just escape.
It just sucks because I have like shake it off, which is going to get rid of some frighten. It's like, nope, running, fear, fleeing.
Can you flee and shake it off?
I can't do anything except for move
for
first.
flee. Burl, make a will save. DC 29.
My specialty.
Yes. Is that a nat 1?
Yeah.
You are frightened 3 and fleeing.
Motherfuckers leaving me behind.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Oh man, it's not how I.
Frightened 3 and fleeing.
My God.
Wait, it wasn't a nat 1. It was a 2.
All right.
17.
Okay.
17.
Yeah.
Frightened 3 and fleeing.
All right, let's just call it quits. Let's regroup.
I did not envision this battle going this way.
We are
We
scared
did
shitless
really
of this
good against
woman.
the
Do
boss.
I get?
and then
I
we're
don't
like,
get fear cover. Am I
No.
less afraid?
It's-
No,
Fear
fear
cover.
only helps you against reflex and AC based attacks. This is a will based attack.
If I have a sturdy table next to me,
Do you feel sturdy?
I feel safer.
You actually rolled a net 1, so you did worse than you possibly could. Well, a couple of things. Number
Yes.
1, in that other fight, it was
We
just
had Carl.
It was just one
Yeah, we
guy.
had Carl.
And number 2, you used a bunch of hero points.
I did. I have none.
Right.
It's really struggling.
So those were like the 2 big things. 3, spellcasters, are difficult, especially when they
Spellcasters
cast
difficult.
back-to-back lightning bolts that are very, very effective, and then a fear spell that was about as effective as it could possibly be.
Yeah, that was a good fear spell.
That was a really good fear.
Look, the lightning bolt. All right, my bad. But this fear spell.
Also, your bet on that roll?
Well, I can't control the nat 1. We could have moved and
You could have moved.
could
Yeah.
have diversified our bonds, but instead we stood in a line. That was
I
dumb.
tried to stun her, and it just didn't.
So
And-
how do you escape the what are the
You
premise
see that
of fleeing?
door?
I have
Yeah.
to get through the door. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I fit through the door?
And then you can squeeze through the door.
You
yeah.
make the door.
That'd be great if you
and
like.
then she puts a shield spell on herself.
Okay.
All right, Azius. All right, so you run out the door.
Yeah, I have to stride twice and get
All
out.
right. Yep. So you stride twice, and he makes an attack of opportunity as you move away.
That he did save. He saved it.
He did save it.
It's like
That's
they
terrible.
were planning this.
27.
That is just a regular hit.
Okay. 23 damage.
Okay.
But you're running away, so he can't hit you again. So you're good there.
Right. Yeah. You're just running away now.
We need the help of a wizard. We should have never split up.
Rule number 1: don't split up the party.
Where's Tim? Where's where's Wildor?
Yeah, Quiller's gonna come back to you just all dead.
No, they ran.
I'm alive.
He's
still.
gonna
at the
run
end of
down the
this
hall. You're
round,
gonna see him running out.
There are no enemies that you can perceive,
Okay.
so your rage ends.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Then I can't.
But logically or emotionally, shouldn't the fear still continue his raging sort of mentality?
Well, rage ends for 1 minute until there are no enemies you can perceive. So the rest of the question is,
Well, he's perceiving the fear is persisting. The
He's still perceiving the fear of it.
sure. I mean, I guess that's true. You do know that you're still in a fight. So, all right. So you spend. Now, here's the deal with frighten. Or
Yes.
fleeing. You have to escape the source of your condition as expeditionally as possible. I'm going to rule that once you're through the door, which I'll say takes 2 actions,
Yep.
you can stop fleeing because you're like,
Yeah.
out of sight.
Yep.
So you have 1 action. You don't have to flee. You can't re-enter the room because you're still technically fleeing this round. So you could spend 1 action to shake it off.
no, just keep running.
No, I definitely want to shake it off.
All right. So if you're tick your frightened down to 2.
Did I think that? Why did I think the shake it off was a -1 frightened? Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was like 2 actions for some reason.
And at the end of your turn, it goes down to 1.
Yep.
All right. And then you are no longer fleeing.
I'm no longer fleeing. I'm outside the door.
Yep.
I'm still raging and
Yep.
still afraid.
Yep. All right. Hook Maw. He's just going to walk over to Burl.
I mean, that guy's got to be so confident right now.
Excuse me, I'm in the middle of running away. How is he possibly going to catch up with me?
You're almost in the middle of running away.
Actually, you know what he's going to do? He's going to take 2 actions
Attack of opportunity.
and go to here. That way, when you flee from him, he'll provoke an attack of opportunity as well.
Oh dear God.
I'm too tiny.
All right. So he takes 2 actions to move, and then he's going to attack you with a plus 21. I got a 40,
That's
Barely a hit.
tough.
50 damage.
So negative 49.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Does
Thanks.
Unconscious.
unconscious count as
Was it just-
fleeing?
So he is dying 2.
Oh, it was a crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at what, negative 49.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to write your negative hit points.
He's
don't matter in this
unconscious
game.
too.
You were just at 0 hit points.
Good news
dying
is
too.
I can't flee.
You're at dying 2. So, and your initiative moves right before his. So, all right. So his turn is over. Escanor.
Does Lucky flee?
Lucky's supposed
yeah,
to
Lucky
be
Yeah,
had
dead.
to
Lucky
flee.
flees.
Yeah,
Lucky flees.
So
When does that happen?
On
I didn't have a turn. He couldn't flee.
On your turn, it's kind of a weird thing. So
All right, well,
he
he-
has to flee
I mean,
now
he's
then
running
too.
away.
And he
so-
provokes the attack of opportunity.
yeah, he flees, and then he's going to provoke the attack of opportunity.
Oh, Christ.
22.
I have a 26 AC.
Okay, so he
Okay,
misses.
okay.
All right. So Lucky runs
So
out
he's
the
out
door.
the door.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
All right. Escanor.
Does he mutilate my corpse?
No, well, he hasn't gone yet. He took those were all of his actions. Escanor.
All right,
All right. So everyone fled.
Yes, I
Roll
noticed.
some-
I noticed.
See ya.
Hey, where the fuck did everybody go?
Yeah, that was bad for me.
Yeah, that was awful.
You should read the room and we done messed up.
All right, I'm going to.
I mean, you could try to run, scoop Burl up, and just flee.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
You'd
Good news is the ogre-
you'd have to drop your sword.
Yeah, I know.
Hookmaw doesn't have an attack.
He doesn't
of
have an
opportunity.
attack of opportunity. You
Not
could
that
flee.
it matters.
The
For you.
party-
Does Dorella?
I doubt
No,
it. She's
sorceress?
a
She's a
spellcaster.
spellcaster, and I'm trying to think of how much.
She doesn't even have a weapon.
Yeah.
Her looks are all the weapons she needs.
Oof.
Woof.
No.
She's like single-handedly done like 500 damage to this party.
Gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he did all the damage. Well, I guess I had a lightning bolt too, but he did a lot of damage.
Well,
to
she
me.
did 100 damage to Burl and Lucky.
Yeah.
each.
Oh my gosh.
Not exactly 100 for.
Way to level up to level 9, guys.
Yeah, welcome to level 9.
Welcome to level 9.
Oh my gosh.
Can we go back? Take me back.
With the
All right, Escanor.
I'm trying
Sometimes the braver part of valor is.
That's what I'm trying to think. If I do lay of hands, would that help his?
Well, he would be conscious again, but he'd be wounded.
He would still be wounded.
Oh yeah.
I think
And-
you have to get him out of the room.
So here's a question.
Yes.
If I am frightened 3 and then I die,
Yeah.
and then I come back to life, I'm no longer frightened.
That is not correct.
Oh.
Because you are frightened magically, so the magic fear is still gripping you. So I like to think that not only are you unconscious, but you're being tormented by horrific visions of fear and pain. Now it'll still continue to tick down, so technically you're at frightened 2 right now because you haven't gone.
Am I still fleeing?
No, because your turn ended.
Or is it like a dog when the
So
dog's asleep but
how-
he's still trying to run away?
So is it 2 actions to get to Burl and then an action to pick him up?
No, it would be just one action. Like as he
You could probably just kick me.
stride
I
past
can.
him.
Well, I can get there in one action because
And then picking up's an action, then you could stride to the door with him, but
Yeah.
then is it
But he has to drop his sword.
I'd have to leave my sword behind.
I don't know if there's any other option.
We'll come back for it.
Maybe.
Decision, Escanor.
I know.
I'll give you 10 more seconds.
All right, I gotta do that and try to save you, Burl.
All right. So, Escanor, you're going to stride across the room. You don't go over the mini too much, but you stride across the room. You pick up Burl and then make for the doorway.
Lock it.
What a
Lock the door.
sad Knights of Last Call
Yeah.
group
That's
attempt
pitiful.
Tune
there.
in next week
Gosh.
where we go back whimpering to the town.
Where we regroup and figure out what the hell did we do wrong.
All right. Well, you guys come fleeing out, and then it's her turn.
Can you barricade the door?
And she just cackles with laughter, and you kind of hear her advancing up because basically she's out the far end of the room. So
Okay.
she would have to stride at least twice, and then all of her spells take 1. So
So embarrassing.
let's see. Is there a chance?
Wait, did I accrue the attack of opportunity at all?
No,
because
it's
he
already
took it
too
on
far.
lucky.
Yeah, right,
He took
okay,
it on
yeah.
lucky. I'm going to say that because Azius is right there,
Oh, yeah.
she's going to move to like here.
And throw that lightning bolt at me.
No, because she'd hit her own person. So she's just going to throw magic missiles.
Yeah, but she'd kill the rest of
So
She'd probably kill everybody else.
she takes she casts 2 action magic missile. She's casting this as a level 5 spell. So each action generates 3 missiles. So you are going to take 6 magic missiles.
Yep.
They automatically hit. Pew, 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 pew. All right, sorry. No, sorry for this sound.
the
effect.
door.
That was really
No,
awful.
the door
Could
doesn't
just
get in the
added
way.
those in post.
Yeah, does the doorway count as
11,
cover?
6,
I know it's a magical hit, but
11, 6.
do we get any kind of cover?
No, it's just
I know it's magical, but even cover doesn't.
it
mess with-
automatically hits everything. You take 23 damage.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
The advantage of magic missiles, it just always hits.
I wish the rest of my spells were like magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
They're all magical, but not like magic
All
missile.
right. So that was her, and now you guys all get to go. So,
Sweet.
Do you have any?
I continue to bleed out.
right, Burl is dying.
Do you have any elixirs?
No, I thought. Well, I might have one left.
Now
I
at this
thought I
point,
used it.
because it's all of your turns, if you guys want, you guys can say we just flee out of the fortress or deeper into the
Yeah.
fortress.
What do you
later.
guys want to do? You want us to go?
And then I will end initiative order, and we'll be back more into like.
You guys want to get out of here?
Do we see a path to victory with these two?
Right now, I don't.
I mean, neither of them is bloodied, so neither of them is even at half hit points.
Jeez, oh man.
I mean, they took
I have 1 elixir left.
some damage from the fireball, but that's literally the only damage that the hook maw dude took.
How are you looking, Azius?
I have 20 HP left.
No stamina.
No stamina, but I can cast heroism this turn and get 90 back or 45 back if we stay in initiative. That's just a pretty good chunk.
I mean, if you shove an elixir down my throat,
I was gonna say I can do a lay of hands on him,
But I mean, then
to bring him back.
Well,
but your
I'm just
elixir
saying,
won't
if
get
we're
back.
staying in initiative, then we're staying in initiative. He's going
That's
to
what
kick
I'm
through the
saying.
door and start slashing and
I don't
killing
know,
at you.
we're like delaying our death.
I think
feel
we
like-
should retreat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if he comes in and hack slash you, I am now within.
Right.
reach to actually.
So he'll take 15 to 20 damage instead of 30.
Yeah, I still think we're just delaying death at that point because I have to use almost all my turn to do something where I'm not hitting.
Hell, Azius is still frightened 1.
Yeah, I
That's
still
true.
haven't done nothing.
If they were close to death, I'd say maybe we could push it, but
Yeah, I feel like if we were like struggling with them, we could like we could throw it up in there. We have not done anything.
yeah. Plus, as embarrassing as it is now, imagine if we kept on and then died. That would be real embarrassing.
Do you still have a visibility?
No, that's him.
I have the spell
Yeah.
for one for me. For
Well,
one
he
person.
can't do anything. He's dying.
No,
That's true.
I understand that.
By the way, unless he gets healed, he'll just bleed out.
No, I
All right,
understand
I
that.
pick him up because it's real easy.
All right. So
Yeah,
you
I
guys
think
are retreating?
We should beat a
yeah.
hasty
Okay.
retreat.
All right. So you guys retreat.
Yes.
Okay.
So I no longer can attack because I left my sword behind.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're
You'll
gonna get
figure
it
it
back.
out.
Just as an FYI.
By the way, let this
Figure
be
it
a
out.
lesson to all of you at home. If you're any sort of martial character, you should always have a
Well, I have a silver
Backup
dagger, but it ain't
backup
gonna do
weapon.
much.
Well, no, but I mean, right, I agree. But I'm like, you should have a backup weapon with a striking rune on it, and
Yeah.
a potency rune on it. Like maybe not a flaming rune and a fear rune and a +2 potency rune, and but if you like a +1 striking weapon, right? You should have one of those. Anyways, all right.
Down the hall we
You
go.
guys flee back into the depths of the fortress, trying to rally and regroup, trying to basically fall back to Gwildor and the other Black Arrow members as you guys are soundly defeated by the ferocious might of the sorceress of the Kreeg clan, Dorella, and her brother, son, husband to be, Mazel Tov,
yeah.
Hookmaw the Horrible. All right, so
here's
Wait,
what we tell
I have a
everyone.
question. What was the weapon that Kreeg was using?
a large ogre hook.
Okay.
So the only person who could wield it would be
Yeah,
this guy.
that's how I was saying. It's like I left my longsword.
Or
Could I run back and grab it? I know there were long swords on the wall, but I didn't grab one because I was too busy carrying
we'll find-
Burl.
Yeah,
We'll
you,
find
you,
something.
you had to pick between grabbing a longsword off the wall or your dying party member.
No, I get
But
it.
more
I get it.
importantly, who saves him from dying?
I
I don't
well,
know yet.
I have lay on hands.
Okay, so that's fine. All right, so he lays on hands you. So how much does that heal for, Escanor?
Where did that go? I just had that.
30.
30. Thank you. I was doing the math in my
we
head.
don't care about negative, so I go.
You just go to 30, but your dying condition goes away. However,
You're wounded.
you are wounded.
Am I
Wounded
still
two.
Am I still frightened?
Yes,
and flee-
wounded 1?
Two.
Wounded 2. Wounded 1? It's been so long since
Or is
you
it
guys
one
were
plus your? No, it's just wounded your. And when you die, you go 1 plus your wounded condition.
Anytime you lose a dying condition, increase your wounded value by 1. There you go.
So it'd be wounded 1.
So you are wounded 1.
So if I did lay on hands again, would that get rid of his wounded?
Oh,
It would not.
I thought the wounded was for
We
the.
have
The only
to
way to
do,
get rid of his wounded is to heal his hit points all the way to full, or to make a medicine check to treat wounds and succeed.
Well, I think we're fine now. How far are we away from the town?
Oh, a while.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we ain't going back to town at this point. We basically have to regroup with Gwildor.
All right, but here's
And-
what we'll tell him. We'll tell him we didn't find any ogres, and I fell down. I took an awful spill down a cliff. We were walking right close
You
to
don't
the
want to be
edge.
embarrassed in front of the NPCs.
Yeah.
Yeah, these tricky steps.
I took a
I'm not
horrible
mad.
trip.
You see Bob sets himself up with his nice little background, and he's got his whole little effect,
Embarrassment.
and then just destroyed, Also, as we're sitting here talking here, I would, be cool, Bob, would be to get like a different colored light on the other side.
What do you mean?
See how you have the orange light on the
this
one side?
over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
Give me the purple.
The purple.
Yeah.
Get the
What do
purple.
I got?
What do you want? We'll put some behind
You
you.
gotta
I
figure
want the
something out.
purple.
Matt can't even see himself.
Yeah, I know. This whole time,
Sorry.
which is the actual tragedy.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you look so good.
Let us know in the comments below. Like, we're
Who
trying
looks the
to
best?
we're trying to give. You can see here, right here. Sorry, Nick and Nick's dad are CNC whizzes and LED masters and resin connoisseurs, and they made us this awesome LED wall art piece here, which of course is the Knights of Last Call symbol. That's kind of piece 1 for the Dungeon Master. You can see that Bob has all of his knickknacks, a bunch of our Pathfinder stuff, giveaway items that nobody ever claimed and
Yeah.
still remain to be given away. So let us know in the comments what you'd like to see behind like Nick and what you'd like to see behind Matt. We're gonna.
I'd like to see a glimpse of hope.
Just a little one.
Well, no glimpse of hope remains, but You guys are able to flee, and flee you are into the depths.
Well, I can't flee.
Well,
Someone's carrying me.
Well, no, you're up now.
You regain consciousness.
You're just wounded.
I don't want to walk.
Yeah,
You got lucky.
I mean,
you
I
can
can
ride.
Lucky's at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Or something like that, or 2 hit points.
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
not doing good.
Yeah, but you can still ride lucky.
No, he's at 2. He's at 2.
Okay.
He's got 2 full hit points.
So we're now out of initiative order. So you guys can use some of your focus points. Matt, I do believe you have heal animal companion.
Yeah.
You can also now use a stamina.
I don't have any.
Rough. You can now use your
I can.
hero's what's it
Hero's
called?
Call.
Hero's call.
Yeah.
That would restore you to all of your.
But then it just
Stamina.
waste my heroism spell.
Well, it lasts
doesn't
for 10 minutes. I don't know what you guys are planning on doing in the next 10 minutes.
Do you have any
Yeah.
resolve left?
No, I fought that Jaagrath fight. I mean, I used everything I had.
He's like,
Well-
why was it so easy? I have nothing left.
This
And
I
was
will
like-
use my resolve to get all my stamina
Yeah.
back then.
Well,
I'll use my hero's call.
you guys may have to retreat.
I don't know if there's another option.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the Kreeg clan is defeated. Jaagrath is dead.
Yeah.
But remember, Dorella said that when you said surrender, she said, no, like the mistress of the seven.
Yeah.
Now, you've heard that term
The
before.
great eye of avarice.
Yes,
Avarice?
avarice.
Yeah.
And you've heard that term before, mistress of the seven. Do you remember where?
No, I don't remember where.
it was in the note.
Sort of.
I don't remember hearing Mistress of the Seven. Of the 7? I mean, obviously the 7 Runelords.
Well, the 7-pointed star.
7-pointed star.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'd heard of the mistress of the
Mistr-
5 and the 6, but
So the person that you knew as the mistress of the seven was Xanisha
Right.
So
from
it's just another one of these snake ladies.
possibly.
Her sister.
Remember?
Well, their sister
that we're-
drowned in the fairy thing.
because that
Right.
that really happened.
I believe that.
Her
Like,
Yeah.
sister
no,
was Lucretia.
Lucretia.
Right. Who she had the barge.
Oh, is she a Lamia?
Yes. Well,
Yes.
if she, I mean, assuming she's Xanisha's sister, you would expect her to be a Lamia matriarch, which is the highest form of Lamia, capable of deception and shapeshifting. And remember, you guys talked to this was a while ago, I know, but you guys talked to the innkeepers in town and they said that, they were kind of happy that, her barge sank because it was attracting all the customers. And then you found out
They had the 7-pointed star tattooed on the back.
of their, but that was the entry to get into the barge. And then the barge sank in the middle of the thing and everyone assumed she was dead. But you guys were kind of like, yeah, right. Okay. It doesn't seem so.
Yeah.
Did it sink because it was on fire? It was because of the black mag.
That's right. The Black Maga. But it seems that these ogres are working
With
they
her.
claim that they're working for
Well, I don't know how we're
Mistress of the
taking
Seven.
her on because we can't even handle 2 little guys.
That is true. Well, this is not what the adventure path intended, but it looks like the party is going to have to retreat back to Turtleback Ferry.
Yeah. Well, hey,
you know what we could use? We should probably watch some of those tips and tricks for combat because it did not go well here.
I don't know what I could have done. Well, besides maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is like not really the AP thing, but let's kind of break down what happened there in that fight.
Yeah.
We
because-
stood way too close to each other and got
that- the
annihilated.
The first one was no.
That was
chance.
hard.
Yeah.
Let me be clear first. As those of you who have been following along at home know, these APs have been somewhat sporadic lately because people have been super busy. Matt just got a new job. It's been summertime. People have been going on vacations. Tim was on vacation. So, we've been kind of playing fairly, sporadically. So the group hasn't exactly been,
Mid-season form.
yeah, they're not right.
We're still in spring training.
They're still in
apparently.
spring training a little bit. They're coming off the bye week,
Oh, yeah. That's probably a good example.
Absolutely.
But the other thing to consider too is it's been a long time since the group really fought a spellcaster. The last true spellcaster opponent that the party fought was Xanisha. And you guys were screwed because she climbed up a thing and you had no way to reach her. And you were like, what are we going to do? And then Burlcast and Large and Bob spent 4 hero points and killed her in 1 round. And so you guys kind of also you had Gwildor who counterspelled every spell she cast.
Right.
So it kind of shortcut that. You didn't really have to deal with the spell casting. But in this case, you're not really used to dealing with spellcasters. You came in here, maybe you knew she was a spellcaster or you didn't know she was a spellcaster, but
We had to assume.
regardless, you were not prepared to be blasted in the face with a lightning bolt. So I'll give you a pass on the first one.
Yep.
The second one,
We should have moved. That was a total F up on us.
not so much. That was rough.
That's the first thing I thought was move away.
Yeah,
But then I got tripped.
right.
Well, you moved away, and that was good.
Yeah,
Well-
but I don't
well,
know what maybe I should have moved a little bit.
Derek, the GM, has been paying attention to the combat and tactics videos as well. So, and in this case, it's even more brutal because the guy had reach.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why
I'm
he
just
took
wondering
a
if
step back and then hit you.
Yeah, yeah,
Trip,
okay.
step back.
Yeah, but you can't watch those. Because if you get a ones up on us,
There's 3 of you. I'm outnumbered 3-1.
No.
But even
two.
in this fight, though, I only had 6 actions. You guys had 9.
Right.
You know, and
10 if you count Lucky's.
And
plus
she is a level 9 monster, and he's a level 8 monster. So you guys are actually.
I mean, I missed on all my hits. Also,
you missed on all your hits. I don't even know how that's possible.
missed on all my swings. Sorry, my attacks.
That's like a near miss.
And I mean-
how do you nearly miss?
rolling for the second damage, me rolling a 1 and Lucky rolling a 2 didn't help.
Oh yeah. Well, the
Nah.
it was looking bad anyways. You know, in some ways, I wonder if everyone critically failing from that level 4 fear spell, the AOE sort of
Not
fear spell.
Everybody.
Okay, 3 out of the 4 party members. I wonder if in a way that saved the party.
Probably.
we had-
It would have been a TPK.
I think we would have died.
Oh, it would have been a TPK.
Because I don't think you guys would have fled.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I
It was
usually
a
fight to the
wisdom
death
spell.
type thing. But I'm
right.
just trying to think of what I could have done differently because I moved in and I moved away and then I got tripped like right away.
Well, I mean, so I'll say
I guess
this.
if I didn't have the head on me, I could have sudden charged.
You had an awkward first turn where you could have rage, sudden charge, and attacked in the first turn.
But I didn't because I didn't have my maul.
Because you wanted
Right.
to carry the stupid head.
I thought it
And-
might do well. I didn't
yeah,
know we were
how'd
gonna-
that work out
I
for
thought we
us?
were gonna walk into some like a.
You thought there was going to be some weak,
And they were going to just bow down.
like
I thought there
oh.
were gonna be like some sleuts or something in there, and we were
And
gonna like
Escanor,
walk in.
if you didn't have your shield, you would have been able to
I thought this was like a hot
grapple.
grapple her that one time.
Yeah, I'm going to be nixing the shield in a little bit here. If, you
I thought it was
follow
a
our last
brothel. I
count.
thought that's what the Sister Wives thing was.
Right.
Not sorcerer.
Oh, well, she
Giant-
fucked us all right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, everyone's allowed one F-bomb per episode. That was an appropriate use of one. But I think the other issue, I think that did hurt you a lot with not being able to do that the first turn. But the other thing is, even then, the target you got to go for
It's like a sorcerer.
is a sorcerer.
It's a
And
sorcerer.
that's why I figured, they're going to
I
be
couldn't
big
even get to her.
ogres.
I was getting whooped on.
Well, and I tried.
that's part of the problem, right?
and I tried to daze her, and it was absolutely the wrong call because it was
That was a bad call.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
a
number one,
wisdom
Number one, it's
save?
A will
you're,
save.
you're using
A
a
will
will
it was a will
save,
save
and
against
you know
the spellcaster.
It was
It was an absolute lapse on my part.
right, as Burl says. Like number 2, it only stuns them on a critical failure, not on a failure. So that means they need basically to roll a nat 1.
Gotcha.
And that's
Right.
why I figured like reflex save, these guys should fail that or,
Yeah, and reflex was their worst save, and they both failed it, which is inappropriate. In fact, the dude almost took double damage, but hit points they've got. I mean, like if Azius took 40-50 damage, as you pointed out, Matt, you could be a 1 hit point. You're still 100% combat
best
effective.
day ever. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that was a pretty rough spot, and then just not having the firepower
Yeah.
because Azius was on the ground, and then the first round he didn't attack, and it got pretty messy. And then you're getting tripped, and that was rough.
Yeah,
just shows the effectiveness of trip.
Trip goes against my reflex, which is like my worst one.
Right. And again, like we talked about in our Combat and Tactics Volume 3, the decision to whether grapple or to trip someone a lot of times comes down to what is their save. And in the case of this guy who has reach, trip is really nice.
Oh yeah,
Because now he can do it from 10 feet away. So if you stand up, he gets an attack of opportunity. That's one action to stand up.
Then you
Then
gotta
it's a
move.
second action to move just to even get into contact with him. And then you only get one attack.
and then I missed.
And then you missed.
Right.
But even if you had hit,
It would have been
I mean,
a little bit.
who knows? I mean, if you crit, right, that's a huge different swing.
Yeah, if I
That's
crit,
a massive swing, right?
Yeah,
Now he's
'cause now he's-
feared and prone.
and he's prone.
Yeah, so that's a huge.
And she was within probably a lightning strike too.
that
with
She
the-
might have been far enough.
That only does a couple points of damage.
Yeah.
And I
That
think
really
if-
needs to be stronger, by the way.
Well,
I would agree-
regardless.
I would agree
All
with
right.
that.
So anyway, we're taking our party. We're
Yeah,
gonna find Gwildor.
Yeah.
So we don't find any. I assume they cleared the bottom floor.
Yeah, it turns out there wasn't anybody left.
It was just these 2 people that just whooped on us.
Yeah.
we had cleanup duty.
I should just.
And we totally failed.
I should just lit this door up with some demolition charge
Well, wait,
and
now
walk
that we
away.
Use them all.
Now that we're out here, what if I got 4 fireballs left? What if I just go, that's 5, but still just throw them all in there.
You just want to blow
So
up
you're
the
gonna
fort.
go. You're gonna go yourself in initiative order.
No. We'll sneak up to the door.
Yeah.
You open the door and then I'll launch a couple of them in real quick and then jam the door shut.
What's the radius of the hit?
Well, I think like 500 feet or something.
No, not that. How far it is to throw it when it hits. Because
Well,
you're just saying you're going to throw them in a room
what's the
without
splash
without even
damage
looking.
area?
Yeah, I think if I launched it most anywhere in there.
I still don't know how
You're
this is
talking about
working.
being from outside and just launching them, lobbing them up into the towers?
Well, yeah, either Kobe or
He's talking about me opening the doorway.
we do
and
like
then
the
he's in a-
grenade, the flashbang. You open
Right.
the door,
Well, the problem is then you'd be in initiative order.
That's what I was just saying.
They would not be dead.
but the door is shut, so they don't know we're there anymore. So
They just thought that we left.
No,
and
we're
they're like,
sneaking back later tonight.
But yeah, I'm just saying, remember, right now you guys are nowhere even near here where your minis are, right? You guys are-
running
yeah,
away.
no,
Yeah,
we're
we,
running away.
we,
running
we
away.
hightailed it out. We're
So
like at the courtyard.
What we need to
basically.
do here, it will
Give us some advice.
Lick our wounds.
is you need to make some executive decisions. Is you guys have come out of that combat pretty worse for wear.
Yeah.
Do you want to recover your strength and try to rest? And then if you do want to rest, you have to make a decision. Do you head all the way back to Turtleback Ferry, or do you try to find some place in the woods where you can, take some rest and recover and succor and, get a restful night?
Or option 3. This is the most damage I took. I retire. I'm going back to gambling. Me and Lucky, we're hitting the road.
Well, the ferry,
done with
ferry
this-
sank though.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this adventuring.
Start up a new ferry.
No, not the ferry sank. The barge sank.
The barge sank.
No, remember now on the other hand, the ferries aren't running because
It's so
The floods.
much. Yeah, there's so much rain and
I
water.
could turn into an air elemental and fly away.
he could do that.
So I'm not worried about a barge. I'm getting back to my gambling life, a nomad. It was nice to be in with you guys. I'm going on my own.
So that is an option that,
That
you can
is an
take.
actual option. I think that I'll
The other option
pitch a
is
tent in the forest.
if you
somewhere.
want to, obviously that's not as safe.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing you have to ask yourself is if you go and do that, why are you doing that? Because what do you think the enemy is? What's your goal, right? Because these enemies,
That's true.
This is not a video game,
Yeah.
right?
We don't have to kill
That's
them.
why we play. No, well, it's not only do you not have to kill them, but why would they're not, it's not like a video game where the monsters are just like, I'm stuck in this room for all time, right?
They can leave. They can go.
I'm going to control these monsters. That's why we play Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games. Those creatures
may not be there.
are going to go do what those creatures would do.
Yeah. Go tell mistress.
Yeah, and
Right.
if that was any indicator.
Yeah, but we got to go back and tell the mayor what, because people in town were wondering what
That is
happened.
true. They did not know even what happened.
And so we do have to go tell them.
Yeah.
Right.
We killed most of the ogres. Burl took a nasty spill down the hill. But everything else is pretty good.
Yeah.
And to be fair, from what you've seen and
Some ran away from the fear of us.
and Gwildor and the knights confirm a couple of things from their exploration. Number one, the knights are all the knights.
almost did.
Knights are all dead, yeah, pretty
the
much.
knights are almost all dead.
Minus these two dudes.
They did not find any survivors of the Order of Black Arrow.
Okay.
These two guys aren't technically Black Arrow members?
They did not find any other
Oh,
survivors.
other. Okay.
How would they find themselves?
That's what I'm trying
I was
to
talking
do.
about the mayor. Sorry. I was thinking like,
Oh,
they
no,
thought
no,
there's
no.
no one left.
I'm sorry.
We got two guys.
I said Gwildor.
Sorry. Yes.
So they confirmed that there's no one else left in the things. Jaagrath says with like grim face, they found no other survivors. But they also did not find the body of the commander.
The ogres ate it.
Oh
No, there might have
the
been an inside
commander was.
man. We don't know.
Yeah, the commander was away when they attacked.
Right, exactly. The commander, he said, once a month would take a sabbatical, and would go on a patrol around the region to sort of, just get a sense for things, and then would return. And the ogre struck while the commander was away, and while the second command, Jaagrath, was off with a squad to do a patrol, kind of like, Night's Watch, do a patrol beyond the wall. So basically, no commander, no second in command, down a bunch of members of Black Arrows, and that's when they were struck. And that's why they thought there must have been some sort of thing.
An inside man.
Right. But it also raises the question still of why this has even happened.
Yeah.
Why did the ogres attack now? And why would they do this? And what's this driving rains, right? Gwildor had discovered when he moved into the region that the rains were not natural.
That's right.
They were somehow being enhanced magically. The rain itself was normal rain, but the storms and the clouds, which are still pretty normal for the season, but were being magically enhanced. So there's a lot of problems. And of course, remember, your characters don't know this, but you know this. You have the vignette or the what is that called? Not a sneak preview.
Foreshadowing?
The foreshadow. Not even a foreshadowing.
Prior
It's a cutscene
knowledge?
or
A cutaway scene
Yeah.
where you guys saw that the crack was appearing in the
on
dam.
Dam, yeah.
Which is holding back the waters of the reservoir,
Of the lake up
which
front,
is
up the top.
which is up the mountain from the small town of Turtleback Ferry. So
That'll probably hold.
the clock is ticking.
That'll probably be
Little
fine.
cock.
All right. Well, so the knights are pretty dejected and sort of
Yeah, so we have to get
unsure of what to do. They begrudgingly admit that returning to Turtleback Ferry seems like the most wise decision, but they are still, again, troubled by everything that happened. And, Jaagrath can only wonder. Now, Caven seems very interested in returning to town. He's like, listen, this place is a death hall, a funeral place. It always was going to be my death, but it seems that I was lucky enough to be one of the few people who even managed to survive. Let's get back to Turtleback Ferry, and let's do it quick, okay? I don't want to end up like them.
I agree. You know these woods better than the back of your hand. Let's find the quickest way out of here.
All right. Well, you guys head back to Turtleback Ferry then.
Cool.
All right.
But we make a pact that we don't tell anyone what happened, especially Gwildor.
Yeah, Gwildor goes, so you guys ever going to tell me what happened?
It was
up there?"
great, man. It was a great battle. But we decided it was time to leave, so we came back to town.
There's two ogres that ran away in fear.
Yeah.
They were afraid of us.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's what
why
happened.
there may be a random encounter. So does anybody have any resolve that they want to spend to try to get anything back?
I already did.
Yeah.
If we rest in town, I'll get my resolve back.
You get all of
No.
it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use I'll cast
Yeah.
my hero's call then to get my resolve back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you get all your stamina back.
Yeah.
It's just one.
One resolve gives
for
you back
stamina.
all your stamina. Not your hit points, but your stamina.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And if it takes 10 minutes, I can give you an additional 30 HP. How much HP do you have?
I'm down 16 total, so.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I was saying a focus spell for lay on hands.
Yeah,
It'll
I mean,
just come back in 10
hit me.
minutes.
Yeah, every
so-
10 minutes he
Oh,
can
it's
just
pretty-
hit
that's
him.
pretty
So-
good then.
Every 10 minutes you can heal for 30, right?
Yeah.
Well, remember too, Burl, every 10 minutes you can heal Lucky
right?
for 30,
Yeah.
I think, right?
I'll have to double check.
If not, I can do the same thing for Lucky.
Right. His heal only works on Lucky. That's from your Beastmaster, right?
Beastmaster, yeah.
And that uses your focus points.
Yeah, I think it uses, which I have two.
You have two of them, yeah. Here we go. Heal. Oh, it's a focus spell.
Do you have full health? Like HP?
No.
It's a druid one.
You do now.
I'm just
I
curious.
still don't.
Why? How much do you have?
I need 44.
Okay, well, I'll do it again.
Well, we gotta wait another 10 minutes.
Here we go. Heal animal. Oh, no, it's actually pretty good. So it's focus 1, which is a living animal creature. It is D8, but if you cast it with 2 actions, it's +8. But since you're casting it at level 5, because it's a focus spell, it's 5d8 plus 40 every time you heal him. Or 65 per heal.
All right, so he'll go to 67 of 94.
Well, and you have 2 focus points.
All right.
So you can just, you can hit him for 130.
Yeah. And I mean, it's going to take us, every 10 minutes you get another focus point. So
Right. So he's probably full.
yeah. So, and
you just need 10 minutes or so, 20 minutes to get back.
so I healed Asius. I healed.
Right. So,
Everyone's healed.
but defeated and still, and thematically, I mean, we would assume Burl would actually probably be down some spells, having, killed so many ogres before.
I'm
You
down a
guys-
sword.
You guys make your way out of the shadow of the Hook Mountain and return to Turtleback Ferry, victorious and yet somehow defeated at the same time.
Embarrassed.
Hey, any of you Black Arrow guys got an extra sword to lend Escanor for this trip back?
Yeah, Jaagrath gives you a long sword.
Yeah.
This little dagger ain't going to do
When
very
we're
much.
like a few minutes outside of the town, I cast invisibility on myself so no one sees me. I sulk back to my.
Lucky just walking by himself.
All right.
We don't know what's going to happen. We might get an encounter.
Well, I'm going to roll, see if anything interesting happens. And it does not.
Safety in numbers.
So, with that, the group returns sullenly, invisibly, back to Turtleback Ferry. And there's a bunch of people in town all sort of trying to, clamor over you. What happened up there? What's going on? And then they see 2 members of the Order of Black Arrows, Jaagrath and Caven, and both of them are just like, we don't have time for this. We need to speak to the mayor.
Yes. Right away.
We can go into that next time, but needless to say, you guys are pretty exhausted. You guys have been adventuring for quite some time, and the members of the Black Arrow are exhausted as well.
So night first before talking to the mayor, or we're going straight to the mayor?
Jaagrath says, head to the rooms. I will meet briefly with the mayor, but we can meet in the morning.
Yeah, set up a meeting for us.
Yeah.
I really need some ale.
And so with that, you guys return to the, what's the name of that awesome inn?
I think it was called the Awesome Inn.
No.
Bottoms Up Tavern, and you guys are staying at the Turtles Parlor.
It's a Turtles Parlor.
We're staying at the
Turtles Parlor.
We're staying at the MT Glass.
I did write all that. Turtles Parlor.
Okay, great.
Setsi Orlando.
Yeah, Setsi Orlandin is the thing. He was the guy who was trying to charge you like 10 gold a night.
Yeah.
But then you guys didn't. But then Goldor paid him a bunch of money anyways. So everyone's kind of excited to see you, but you guys are pretty exhausted. And Jaagrath quickly meets with the mayor, who is also the town's
priest, right?
Priest, right?
Yeah.
Malin Shreed. And quickly, after a hot meal and a cold glass of ale, sleep quickly overcomes you, and you begin falling to sleep. And through the night,
Thank Torak.
rain falls. Winter continues to rise here in the Midlands of Varesia, but before her cold breath descends down upon the hook, the skies darken like blood-muddied water, and ominous clouds rise on the horizon, bringing the near-constant rain to new heights. And from behind her cloudy veil, the sun goes unseen for yet another day. The rivers and lakes begin to swell, and as you asleep in the early hours of the morning, perhaps just a few moments before you awake, 20 miles or so to the north, at the ancient Thessalonian construct known as the Skull Crossing,
The dam?
a massive rupture cracks in the dam, and the flood waters swarm out of the Storeville Deep, flooding the Skull River with a torrential wave that rushes in towards Turtleback Ferry. And as the water pours out of the now cracked reservoir, a strange, enormous, dark shape, long and sinuous,
Oh, that's where it was hiding.
flows with it. What?
The Black Maga? Yeah, he was hiding over there. I knew exactly what this thing was.
All right. So next time on Knights of Last Call Rise of the Runelords, the party will see if they can save Turtleback Ferry from the destroyed
Are we in
Skull
the
Crossing.
floodplain?
And yeah, this thing is...
Well, how the heck are we going to survive just the flood?
You brought your water wings, right?
And the ancient colossal serpent known as the Black Maga.
Yeah, next episode, and perhaps the last.
Well,
As weird as this episode was, or as this session was, I think it'll be interesting to hear what other people have to say.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm sure there were a lot of things that we could have done better.
yes.
So I'd like to hear what people say.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, you know, this is the beauty of
Well, some people in our Patreon our Patreon Discord, they watch the AP and they'll let us know.
Don't
yeah.
let them see it.
They like it.
just cast an invisibility spell on this whole episode. Listen, sometimes the story, the dice do not fall in the party's favor.
We'll fix it in post.
You know, this is also a great example of where, some people have said my hero points are too powerful, but they are very powerful, and for good reason, because,
They're limited.
when they're very limited. In a normal Pathfinder game, you guys probably would have had a couple extra hit points, or hero points, I should say. Now, granted, that would have only given you a reroll, but that could have been very useful in certain circumstances. But that's why it's so important to get those hero points and to serve them, conserve them for great moments, not just always blow them because it would be cool to do.
It's not that it's cool to do. I think we need to do. I don't know if we would have survived if I knocked that guy down.
It's a shame. It's a shame Bob's brother Danny, who used to play Villic the Monk, isn't with the party, because he would probably have about 27 hero points by now.
Okay, he never used them.
He never
Yeah.
used them.
He was tripping things and jumping off things.
Well, so with that, we come to the end of this episode. The knights, victorious but still defeated, return to Turtleback Ferry, unable to put an end to all of the Kreegs of Fort Rannick. However, nor were they able to gain information or pursue this mysterious new mistress of the Seven, who they suspect is another Lamia, a servant of the Rune Lord Karzaug. named Lucretia, presumed to have died when the Paradise barge sank. The group now feel like she is perhaps behind the ogre's activities. And yet the rain falls, and with it, the Storval Deep cracks. The Skull-Crossing Dam ruptures, and a wave of torrential water sweeps down, bringing with it devastation, destruction, and ancient creatures of legend. So, join us next time as the party sees if they can save a town and their honor.
Or die.
Or die trying.
That's right.
Here on Knights of Last Call.